Vagrant is a tool which is used to create virtual machines. Now let's just try to understand what is virtual machine. Virtual machine is an operating system which actually runs virtually on your computer. For example, if you are using Mac, then you want to try out or want to install Windows, what you can do? You can download VirtualBox, and once you downloaded it, then you can create virtual machine which actually runs on Windows. So you will be opening up your Mac and you will be opening up VirtualBox, and once you open up VirtualBox, you can open up Windows inside it, or maybe Linux, or whichever the operating system you want to try, you can try in virtual machines. Now in order to create these virtual machines, probably most of you tried a way, that is you are going to open up VirtualBox, create new virtual machine, and put some configuration to it, and in the end you will be getting virtual machine as per your configuration. But we are programmers, we like writing programs. So what's the best way to create virtual machine? To write a program which will configure virtual machine by itself. So Vagrant is one of the tool which will help us to create that exact thing, that is creating virtual machine based on one program which we create, or we can say it's a configuration file. Once we write one Vagrant configuration file which includes what kind of operating system we want to be installed, then how much resource we want to give it to it, then immediately we can create one virtual machine based on that particular configuration. Moreover, Vagrant provides lots of configuration options. For example, if you want to configure multiple cloned instance of virtual machines, you can do that. By just executing one command, you can create 5 or 10 virtual machine which is interconnected and can communicate for your experiments with the networking or anything like that. Also, Vagrant provides option to create provisions, meaning whenever you are creating one virtual machine, if you are using graphical user interface, you will just get virtual machine. Vagrant will allow you to pre-configure what and all features that virtual machine needs to have. Maybe you want to install WordPress in it, maybe you want to install MySQL database in it. All these things can be configured in Vagrant provision file, and it can be executed the moment virtual machine boots up. So immediately with one file, including provision of whatever the options you want to create, you will get pre-configured virtual machine. That probably is the best way to use Vagrant to create pre-configured virtual machines, and you can create how much ever instance you want based on its clone. So that's more our benefit if you want to test load balancing or any kind of such technologies which otherwise very difficult to test, because you might require multiple computers or multiple server instances. But it can be all done in your virtual machine only. It uses VirtualBox only, so it's not like you can't use graphical user interface. You can if you want, but Vagrant will give you opportunity to write program in order to make sure you will get pre-configured proper virtual machine as per your specification. What else? Vagrant also provides the option to SSH directly using Vagrant command. You don't need to set up any kind of fancy keys and all. Vagrant will set it up for you automatically. You just have to type Vagrant SSH in order to go inside virtual machine, and stopping, suspending, or maybe even powering off, powering on, all those things can be done using Vagrant command. You don't even have to open up VirtualBox. That's probably biggest benefit if you are a programmer and want to try out this particular thing. That's probably best thing if you are a programmer, that you can literally configure everything using code, and you will get immediately amazing virtual machine as per your configuration. What more do programmers want other than that? Creating virtual machine is always amazing, because if you are learning some kind of technology, spinning up one virtual machine and testing your website or even some web app is best option to learn something, as well as to see how does your project will behave on production level. Because virtual machine is nothing but one production level machine, because if you are installing something like Ubuntu server or something like that, all these are production level machines. Whatever the website which you visit day to day runs on most of this operating system. You might not have that much opportunity in Windows in order to learn something, but using virtual machine and Vagrant with it, you can literally create one environment where you will get upper hand, because everything will be written in the form of codes. So I guess it's better if you just try to learn Vagrant, or at least give it a chance. So that's it for this video, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.